Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Business Meets Fitness podcast with your host Lauren Tickner. And today, as you can see from the title of this podcast, we are going to be talking all about 5 ways to stand out in the fitness industry and how to use each of these 5 ways to your very advantage. Now, little disclaimer, you may not be good at all these 5 things and you may not think that you're ever going to be able to be good at them, but trust me, you can be. So for anybody who's listening to this who doesn't know who I am, I built my personal brand up all around fitness and the fact that I am a fitness expert. And then now what I'm doing is I'm teaching other people how to build their personal brands as well. Now, I'm not just teaching people in the world of fitness how to build their personal brand, but I wanted to make this podcast today because obviously I've done it myself and I know the fitness industry inside out, so I have a lot of knowledge on this. So I am coming at you with all these knowledge bombs today. But if you are someone who is maybe a personal trainer or you're just getting started in the world of building your online fitness business, then I have a freebie for you. So just click the link in the show notes which says freebie, and it's all about how to build your online fitness business. It's a free email training pretty much that tells you how to set up your online fitness coaching business. And yeah, so it's mainly if you're a fitness coach, but it will still be helpful for anyone who's trying to stand out in the fitness industry nevertheless, and I'm guessing that's you if you are listening to this podcast today. So anyway, let's get into today's episode with the 5 things and how you can use them to your advantage. So I'm just going to run through the 5 things first because I just want to give you a bit of an oversight, as it were, and just give you a kind of a bird's eye view on what they all are so that you can get thinking while we're going through this podcast today. So number 1 is educate. Number 2 is motivate. Number 3 is inspire. Number 4 is entertain. And number 5 is be attractive. Because let's be real, being attractive helps you in the fitness industry. But remember, each one of these 5 things, you don't need all of them. You just need a couple. Now look, here's the thing. Have a personal brand in the fitness industry that lasts long into the long term. And when I say long term, I mean have a profitable business model through your personal brand in the next 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Then you need the first 3 things. You need to be able to educate, motivate, and inspire. Now look, remember, you don't need all of them, but you need to at least be able to nail 1 or 2 of them, because realistically, entertainment and looks only go so far in the fitness industry. Sure, you might be good at being attractive, but realistically, you're not going to be too attractive 50 years from now. So, well, okay, you might be, but look, you know what I mean. Standing out in the fitness industry requires educational stuff, motivational stuff, and inspirational stuff. Let's be real, there are only so many booty builders people can follow until it all becomes the same. So here, I am going to give you an action plan in order to stand out and break down how you can use each of these 5 things in your posts, in your blogs, in your podcasts, in your YouTube videos. And look, I know what you're thinking. I'm not attractive, I'm not funny, I'm not inspirational, but stop. I want you to squash those self-limiting beliefs and realize you are and you can be every single one of the above. And I'm going to teach you how you can be in this for the long term and building a personal brand in the fitness industry that really matters, okay? So look, the first thing is every single one of your posts that you make to social media, okay? This is really, really important, and this is the most fundamental thing. Every single post you make to social media needs to either educate, motivate, or inspire. Every single one needs to. Look, it can be an entertaining post. It can be a post where you're looking all hot and cute. But if it's one of those 2 things, it needs to also somehow educate or motivate or inspire. Look, for some people, posting a photo of your abs with a caption saying, "Work hard or die trying," that could be motivational. But you need to think, is this targeting the type of person that I really, really want? Because realistically, you need to think about your target audience. This is what it all boils down to in the fitness industry. And in any industry, you always have to think, who is my target audience? Who is going to buy products from me? Because it's all well and good having followers, but let's just say you're posting photos of your ass looking all cute and it's really attractive. Well, that's likely going to be gathering followers who are predominantly male and who, let's be real, are not gonna buy your shizzle. So yeah, I mean, you know, you could be getting some brand deals, but at the same time, these are probably gonna be like brand deals for bikini companies and stuff, and realistically, that's not gonna be a good long-term business model. So to stand out in the fitness industry and to really, really get a long-term business from this, you need to educate, motivate, and or inspire. So first of all, let's think about educating people. Now, you guys know that I am a massive fan of MASS. That is Monthly Application in Strength Sport by Greg Nuckols and all those PhD boys who are super smart. So I've left a link to that in the description for this podcast. I think anybody who is trying to make it in the fitness industry should literally have to have this, because it just gives you all the information that you need, and it is especially important if you're a fitness coach. So for someone who's wanting to try and tap into the fitness industry, it is vital for you, especially if you're a coach. And even if you're not a coach, I still think you need it, because, you know, you need to have the most up-to-date knowledge so that you can educate your audience. Because if you can educate your audience, you are going to stand out amongst the photos of booties and all the protein shakes and all the all the booty building workouts and all the ab selfies that have absolutely no value. If you're educating people, they are going to be like, okay, I know I can rely on this person as a credible source of information. And if you're educating them, but also referencing scientific articles that they give you in mass or that you have read on the internet or whatever, then you are going to be seen as an authority figure. And that is just the fact of the matter. If you are someone who is producing good educational content, then realistically, people are going to start following you. It is going to happen. As long as you're, making sure that the photos are a good photo, that they're high quality, that they're not just a random selfie that's taken in the dark and it's got shadows everywhere and it's really badly edited. Well, look, if you're educating people, they are going to thank you for that. And this is so many people in the fitness industry forget. They just post their workout. And look, posting a workout is awesome. Yes, it's good, but perhaps you could educate and you could say why you're doing this workout, because a lot of times people want to see more. Again, it all comes down to who you're trying to attract as your target audience. So let's say you're a male in the fitness industry right now and you want to attract both male university students. So great workouts could be like things, for example, how to get in better shape, how to lose fat so that your abs show. All that stuff is awesome. It's great to show that. But at the end of the day, you need to show them how to do it. You need to teach them how. You need to educate them how. So you have to make sure that you're educating yourself. So to stand out in the fitness industry, educate yourself, and then repurpose this stuff that you've learned and put it in your posts and make it really easy to digest, and make sure that it's on the level of the person who you want to read it, like it's on that level, and then you will stand out in the fitness industry. Look, let's take myself as an example. I educate my audience because I do those videos on Instagram that have a tick and they have a cross. If you don't know them, go ahead to my Instagram now, type @LaurenTickner, and you can see them. So these are videos which show bad form versus good form, because, this is educating people so much, because my target audience is to buy my online training. So I have workout programs, I have macro plans and all that stuff. It's primarily girls who are pretty much my age. Let's just say females between the age of 17 to 30. That is my target demographic, pretty much. Yep, sure, there's some boys in there as well, and there's some men and women above that age and under that age as well. But this is my prime demographic. This is who I make all my content suited for, all my fitness content. So I know that this is easy to digest for them, because they might not, a lot of these people are people working in corporate jobs. They're people who are also trying to build their personal brand. Perhaps they're trying to build their personal brand around something else, or they might even be fitness coaches. But I just make it so that this information is super easy for them to digest and understand. So I do bullet points, I simplify it, I don't go into all the very particular scientific details, because despite the fact that I'm interested in that scientific detail, my audience isn't. So I read the scientific detail from MASS, again the link is in the description, but then I repurpose it to make it even more easy to understand for my audience. And look, the guys who make MASS have pretty much made it so they are like the line between me and the super duper scientific stuff, but then I am the line between this stuff, which is still pretty scientific. It's not so scientific that it's hard to understand though, but I'm the line between that and then the everyday consumer who doesn't really understand science at all, okay? So I'm just making sure that I'm educating in a way that is understandable. So next is motivate. Now motivate is kind of the push. It is the thing that drives people to do something. So it could be where I make an Instagram caption saying, what are you doing today? If you keep putting it off, then you're never going to achieve your goals, all that type of stuff. So recently, for the launch of my new course, Impact Through Influence, I've been doing this a lot because I've been motivating people to take action. I've been saying, you just need to make this next step and then blah, 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 blah. I've given them a reason why they need to do it. And of course, this reason is totally reasonable because they need to do it because it will get them the results that they want. So basically, motivating people is providing them with a reason for doing something. So perhaps it could be enroll in my free email training about how to set up your online fitness business, because it will teach you exactly how to set up your online fitness business in a few simple steps. So I could say that to you if you want to click the link in the description for this podcast to sign up for that free email training. Or you could literally be like providing them a reason as to why they should go work out today. For example, you could make it kind of anecdotal, saying, oh, this morning I woke up and I didn't want to train, but then I went to the gym and now I feel absolutely awesome, and I love the fact that all these endorphins get pumping around my body when I'm working out. It makes me feel so good. You can do this too, just go work out now or whatever. Like, you're motivating them, and you can motivate people through storytelling, okay? So motivating is it's giving people a reason to do something. It is the push. And then number 3 is inspiring people. So inspiring is, I like to think of it as the pull. So motivation is the push, and then inspiring is the pull. Now, if that's not something that you should screenshot and share on your Instagram story, I don't know what is. So if you are enjoying this, by the way, take a screenshot of this podcast and share it on your Instagram story. I'm providing all this free content for you, so it's the least you could do. Come on, you want to share this information with other people because it is your service. You think about all the people that you could help through this. You're wanting to stand out in the fitness industry. Well, if you're providing good resources and information that other people can consume as well, they're going to start seeing you as a credible authority figure within the world of fitness. So share this on your Insta story. Other people will thank you for it, and then they'll start checking you out more because they'll know that you're sharing awesome stuff. So anyway, let's get back to what I was saying. So inspiring people is the pull. Okay, so inspiring is where you are literally, you're affecting them. You are affecting their outlook and you're encouraging them. So you're not giving them a reason why they need to do something. No, you are literally truly shifting their mindset, and you are totally making them need to take action. You are giving them, it's not just a reason why they need to do something, but it is literally forcing them off their feet and making them literally desire to do it. You are touching them inside and you are connecting with them, and you're connecting with them so much that it's making them excited. It's making them want to be productive. It's making them see their purpose. So as someone in the fitness industry, this is super, super, super valuable, because sure, it's all well and good motivating someone, and that is super important to do in your post. But if you can inspire them, then they will love you in the long term. They will align with you and they will be on the same mission as you. If you're able to inspire people, you are able to give them ideas, and these ideas then carry them to where they are destined to go. So that they're able to take the thing that you've said and they're able to just fully immerse themselves in it because they're so passionate about it. So there's a fine line between motivation and inspiration, but pretty much it just means that, you need to be able to connect with them on a level that they really feel like they truly just desire to take action. So look, think about it. People who you are able to inspire, they are going to become your hardcore fans. Whereas people that you're able to motivate, they're gonna like you and they're gonna love you, but they just might not be as invested in you as the other people who are inspired by you. Because the people who need the motivation, they're people who are kind of they are still at that level of consumer where they need that extra push. Whereas the people who are inspired by you, they're the type of people that will automatically buy your products right away. So sometimes the same message could be interpreted differently by different people. So it's important to be aware of that and just make sure that you're if you're educating people, if you're providing these anecdotes that are truly, truly inspirational and motivational, then people will perceive them differently and you will still get those true fans, and people will still want to read your captions, listen to your stories, your videos and all that. So that again, when it comes to motivating, you can kind of say more harsh words like, you must take action, like what are you doing to achieve your goals and all that stuff. Whereas when it comes to inspiring, you kind of have to do this in more of a subtle way and just kind of show them you can achieve X if you and whereas motivating is kind of like you need to blah 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 in order to blah blah blah. So I hope that makes sense. That's like the 3 fundamental things that you need to do in order to stand out in the fitness industry. So you can do this via your videos. So perhaps an inspirational video could be, you could get a videographer to do some videos with you. A lot of people look past this and they're like, oh, it's too expensive. But I'm telling you now, if you want to make this a long-term thing, you should be willing to invest in yourself now, because you will see that you'll reap the rewards in the future. You might be like, oh, £500 is too expensive to get like 10 amazing videos made or whatever. Like, okay, it might not be that exact price because I obviously don't know the exact price of different videographers wherever the hell you are. But remember, investing in yourself now reaps rewards in the long term. I like to think of it, for example, when I've enrolled in courses that have cost about £2,000. Through what I've learned in those courses, I've earned that money back in like a week. Okay, and I'm not even just saying this, I'm telling you now, investing in yourself is so valuable and it helps you stand out. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. So those 3 things are super important. You can do this via awesome videos. You can do this via high quality photos. And it's all about the content, remember. It's all about speaking to your ideal customer. You have to make them feel like you are speaking directly to them. What words are they using? Okay, what type of thing do they want to see? You can poll them on your Instagram story. You can do all this stuff. These are just added things on top of the 5 things. Anyway, so back to entertaining. So entertaining was number 4, and it's another way to stand out in the fitness industry. So I've definitely done this through the videos that I make. For example, I have one on my Instagram, which is where I was doing kickbacks on the machine, the stepper machine, and I was like showing myself fall off it and all that stuff, because it's dangerous doing this. And people found it funny that I made this post, because we all know that tons of fitness quote unquote influencers post things where they're like kicking their leg in the air on this machine, the stepper. Okay, and I made this super entertaining and funny, and I did funny faces in it, and people found that funny. But the reason why it worked is because I was also educating people at the same time that it's not a good thing to do. If I was just entertaining them and I was just showing myself fall off the Stairmaster, then I would just get laughed at and it wouldn't really be providing any value. Because remember, every single time you need to post on social media, every single time you post on social media, you need to say, what value is this adding to my audience? And then if it's not either educating, motivating, or inspiring, then sack it off. Okay, literally sack it off. So that is that. And then now look, this is because we want longevity in it, okay? That's why. So the final thing is being attractive. Obviously, a lot of people in the fitness industry are attractive. They've got great bodies, and you can use this to your advantage for sure. But that's only if you are looking all cute and nice, and you're also educating, and you're also motivating, and you're also inspiring. As I said before, just being attractive is no longer good enough. Sure, you might get some good brand campaigns and brands might want to sponsor you and they might want to post you, but in the long term, you need to be doing more than that, because who is going to buy your product just because you're attractive? Sure, some people might buy a 2-page ebook off you if just because you're attractive and because they're like, oh my god, she has her legs are goals, I'll buy this off her. But in order to, they'll buy this product and they'll be like, oh my god, this is crap, because this person isn't educating me, this person isn't motivating me, this person isn't inspiring me, or this person might have just bloody well paid someone else to make it for them. People want you. They want to see how you can educate them, how you can motivate them, how you can inspire them. Look, you have the power to literally change people's lives. The fitness industry is amazing. People need your help. You just need to crush your self-limiting beliefs and realize that you can do it, and stop looking down on yourself so much. Sure, you might need to just invest in yourself a little bit more, and learn a bit more about how you can build up your personal brand, or learn a bit more how you can build up your online fitness coaching business, or learn a bit more about the topics that you want to talk about. But there are resources available for this now. And look, sometimes it's scary to try to educate people, or try to inspire, or try to motivate. And look, it is going to be scary to begin with. You might be scared about what other people are going to think of you and people that you know in person, but you can help people and you can stand out online by producing awesome content that is either educational, motivational, or inspirational. You just need to get on with it and just do it. So that is everything for today. Remember, if you're interested in that free email training, make sure to sign up. It's in the description for this podcast. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope it's been a bit insightful for you. And look, just know that you don't need to be amazing at all of these things, but just getting started, and just look, if you just get started now, you will find your feet and you'll get better at it over time. You need to stop being afraid of failure, just get on with it, and then in the future, you will thank yourselves and you'll wonder, why did I not get started sooner? Why did I not start trying to build up my personal brand sooner? And in a future podcast, I think I'm going to be talking about ways that you can monetize your personal brand in the fitness industry, or 6 ways that you can make money in the fitness industry. So if you'd be interested in that, please make sure just to leave a review letting me know, because if this podcast, the more reviews that this podcast gets, the more episodes that I can make. And because look, how cool would it be if we could get the Business Meets Fitness podcast in the charts? So what I want you to do is please just share this with one friend. Perhaps you're a personal trainer in your gym, just tell the other people that you work with in the gym. Or maybe if you have already started on social media, just share it on your Instagram story or on your Instagram feed, or tweet me at Lauren_Tickner. Please just share it with one person. I'm making all this free content for you, so it is the least you could do for me, and it allows me to keep going. I don't make any money off this podcast, and I don't put tons of ads on the podcast for the reason that I want to keep the quality really good. But in order to keep sustaining that, I just really need you to help me out, and it's the least you could do. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I'll see you in the next one.